Hey everybody, it's the weekend and of course it's Sunday football. So I wanted to come on here before the football game started. Well, I think some of them probably has. And of course my favorite team is the Carolina Panthers, and where I live I'm not going to get to see their game, but I'm going to watch some other games today. But no, I just want to do a quick check-in because I've been wanting to show you guys what's in my bag that I take for school. And so it's been a little minute because I've been busy with homework and things like that, and so I'm taking a little bit of a break today before I get back started onto it, because tomorrow is Labor Day, so we don't have classes, but it doesn't mean I still don't have things to prep and chapters to read and assignments to work on. So yeah, I'm here today to say, hey, come along with me while I show you what's in my school bag. So let's go. Hey, you guys coming? I'm gonna show you what's in my school bag. Come on. Hey guys, welcome back. Well, here's my bag. Here's my school bag. So I'm gonna show you what's in it. I don't know if you can tell, but it is a Kate Spade, and the color is like it's a green color, but it's almost like a muted, God, I can't say the word, muted green, like an earthly tone green. Nice heavy bag. I already got it loaded, so that's why it's a little bit hard for me to pick up. Another thing I like too is that there are little feet on the bottom, but I do also carry a purse holder that you can put on a table, so that way my bag's not on the floor. And if you hear any scratching, those are my dogs. They're currently outside, so give me a second. I'm gonna bring them in. It's a little hot where I am, so I wanted to make sure that they're not out there. So anyway, here's my Kate Spade. I love Kate Spade. I love the colors. I had ordered it and it took a little bit to come in because they had the style I wanted, but I wanted the color. So I love green. I love green color. And of course I have my little Dalmatian. So I have two dogs. One I love because he's my oldest. He is Shar-Pei, German Shepherd, Corgi mixed. And I have another dog, he is a long-haired mini long-haired dapple dachshund. So he's like he's like brown, gray, black color in it. So anyway, basically two different kinds of dogs. So I went with this little Dalmatian one here because I love the Disney show 101 Dalmatians, but I went with a little Disney, the Dalmatian dog, just because it represents a dog, and I'm not going to find one that represents both of my dogs. So it's a nice little dog. Here I've attached this Vera Bradley purse holder, and what I keep inside of it is, some EOS for the lips. I also keep the trusty chapstick. I keep a hair tie as well as hand sanitizer. Yes, it's the Touchland, people. I know, don't come for me. I know people anyway, I like Touchland, so it's gonna have I like Touchland, so whatever. So anyway, my purse let me see if I can flip this down. Oops, move that out of that way. Has 3 compartments. So I have it divided out. The back part is where I keep my laptop and folders because it's closest to my body. The middle section, the zipper section, that's where I will keep my phone because I'm currently using it. But I keep my wallet. I'll show you. But it's more secure, so in the zipper. And then the other section is where I keep my planner and my 3 additional bags. So what I'm gonna do right now is take these items out. So in the very back, I have my MacBook Air. It is a M1 MacBook Air. It's currently in a case because I keep all, you hear that? I keep all of my Apple products in a case. This little sleeve is when I plug in my hard drive. I slide it into here so it's not in the way, and also to keep it protected. Got this off of Amazon. The case came off of Amazon. But again, this is my Apple MacBook Air, well, Apple M1 MacBook Air. Also, one of my folders isn't in here. I have it set aside, but my two folders, I keep these two folders because these are the two classes that I have in residence. My other three classes are online. So these two classes are in residence classes. So I keep folders for them in my book. All right. And that back pocket is empty. Now, if I move to the zipper inner pocket, I have my wallet. I'm gonna lie, I'm that person who gets wallets to match. I'm weird, like, unless it's black, because usually if it's a black wallet, black goes with everything, no matter what you carry. But when you start getting colors and designs, it's harder for the wallets to match. And do I have to do that? No, but I'm a girl, so moving on. I keep an extra set of headphones. These are USB-C. They're like $8 headphones. I do carry Bluetooth, and I'll show you that. I have a little, so the reason why I carry plugins is because I was somewhere reading a book, and it was a really good book, but it was a little bit of spicy book. And I ended up, for some reason, my Bluetooth headphones came disconnected or unpaired from my iPad. And so everyone could hear my book. And one, it wasn't on anything that was crazy or anything like that. But in my mind, I thought, oh crap, this book's got a lot of spice in it. So had it, unpaired doing one of those things, that would have been really embarrassing. So I say all that to say, when I am out in public, I plug in wired headphones when I'm listening to the good stuff. YouTube, no big deal. So if that comes in, that's fine. But if I'm listening to one of my books, I definitely use wired. Now I also carry, this is the pocket size planner from Sterling Ink. They call them the common planners. So I keep one, and it's small, and which is why I like it. So when I just want to jot down little notes on dates and things like that, it has note pages in the back. I love common planner. I have the small one, which is my personal one. And then when I get to the next pocket, I'll show you the bigger one. I am a Hobonichi girl as well, but this year with me going through, a new phase and having to really pay attention to what I'm spending on and things of necessity, not of necessity. I'm really paring down to figure out which planner brand I'm going to use moving forward. Right? I love Hobonichi. Don't get me wrong. I love it, love it, love it. But I also like the common planner from Sterling Ink. They both have really good paper. The one thing I think the reason why I'm pushing more probably towards the Sterling Ink, and let me just note, this video is not sponsored. No one sponsored me. Sterling Ink isn't sponsoring me either, but I wish they would. But the reason why I'm moving more towards Sterling Ink is because they offer so many different sizes. They have B5, B6, they have the standard A5, A6. They also have the pocket planner. They have I think this is actually the Passport. I'm sorry, this is actually the Passport planner, but they have Passport, then they have Pocket. Then they have with their narrow, which looks like a traveler's notebook planner. So it's like an N1, N2. So one is short and I think wider, and the other one is narrow and a little bit taller. But anyway, they offer a lot of different sizes. Now in Hobonichi, they do offer A5, A6, and they offer their Hobonichi weeks. And so, so that's like the 3 sizes, if I'm not mistaken. They might have one more, but I don't know. I'm liking the Sterling Ink, and price-wise, they cost the same. So that wasn't I'm getting on planners, but I love planners. I do keep notes on my phone also. I do keep digital calendar, but I'm an old school paper person, so I like to have both. Because a lot of times it's just easier and quicker to jot down in a paper planner and then transfer it over to digital, which is what I end up doing. So this is why I keep a paper planner. All right, so moving to the front, which I might have to move my bag here in a minute if I don't have to. So here's the bigger one. I think this is the B5 planner from Sterling Ink. It's in a, I think they call it slate blue gray. And it is a, let me go to a section that's not marked up with all my stuff. All right, so I like to decorate. I don't know if you guys know. So here's my little stickers, but it is a horizontal planner. And then on the left side is a huge notes page. So, which works out to where I can turn around and take like what I'm reading, what I'm doing. Sorry, I'm trying to find a page that's not too, anyway, not too marked up with personal stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it. A page like that. Well, anyway, one side is the horizontal week for that week, and the other side is just a big single log page that you can put notes on and things like that. So this size works very well for me for school. It lets me write down all my assignments on the left-hand side, so I'm not taking up the space on the weekly planner side, and I'm able to check things off and things like that. So I like this here. This is a good one. Okay, so then I have my 3 individual bags. And I like, to be honest, I like to separate my things out because it's just easier. So I have my electronics bag. I have my EDC bag, which if you guys don't know is your everyday carry bag, which was started by nurses, and I know nurses use this for that they carry with them. I think doctors do too. People who, I call them survivalists, people who live out in the woods, hunt, they'll have an EDC bag, but mine is more girly EDC, so I'll show you guys that too in a minute. And then I have my supply bag. All right. So let me pack back up these things into my bag so I have room. Okay, I'll put these back in there too. All right, so let me show you what's in my 3 bags. Let me put this behind me. Oops, cheers here. All right, so we're gonna start with my, let's lift this up a little bit. There we go. That way you guys can see better. Let's start with my supply bag. I got this last year from, I think Target. Yeah, I think Target. I got this from Target, and it's got 3 zippers. So right now on my 3 zippers, I don't have anything. And I think on the other side, well, on the other side, I have little flags, and I cut them in half, which I didn't need to, but I cut them in half. And I have a pair of scissors. And you guys saw these scissors when I showed you guys my back to school haul. So that's what's on this side. Now in the middle is the hodgepodge of everything else. So I have a sharpener. I have a laptop screen cleaner. Got this off of Amazon. So you just spray, woo, and then this here wipes the screen, which I probably could wipe that screen because it's got water on it, and it puts it, and you can put it back in a case and it protects the fabric part. I have my tape runner. I told you guys about this tape runner because you can slide it in, slide it out, slide it back in, and it protects it, and it won't end up ripping from, it won't end up ripping your tape. And I got this, of course, like I said, from Office Depot. Now, let's see. So like I said, some of these supplies you guys saw already, but I got my Sharpies, the bullet point and the fine point. I got, where are you? I got my big pencils. pulling these out here. Now, one of these that came in handy, I do carry extra, and one of my classmates, their pencil ran out of lead, so I ended up giving them one of these, so pencils. And then I have my Ticonderoga. Love these things, love the color. I still also carry my mechanical pencil. It is a 0.7 because I am heavy-handed when I write. So pencils, I have to have like a 0.7 or a 0.9. The 0.38 and the 0.5 don't work that great for me. So I have to have at least a 0.7. Then I have my other favorite thing. And I started moving to these because you carry less in your purse, except for this one. This is my Papermate Ink Joy. If you know, you know. Great pens. But I carry the multi-functional pens. Now, with these, I have the 0.38. I have the 0.5s, and I have the 0.7. I don't know if you guys have heard of this or not, but it's called Jet Pens, Jetspen, all one word. A lot of what I buy is off of there. It's a Japanese office supply store, so planner, paper. Anyway, check out Jet Pens. They don't sponsor me either, but a lot of my supplies I get from there. And then of course I carry the highlighters. Now I do have the mile liners, but I leave those at home because I'll be upset if I lost one of those. The big ones, I won't be upset if I lose them. So I carry the big, which is class. So that is what is in my supply bag. And so I don't have much in there, but it keeps it separate. And then when I'm looking in my purse, I know like, hey, if I need a pen, pencil, whatever, I just grab this bag versus searching all over in my bag. All right, next is my, oh no, let's do this one. My electronic bag. If you notice, none of my bags match. This one here, I got as a gift set in Clinique. And so it's, I don't know if you could tell, it's rubbery and it's kind of got like a little bit of a cushion to it. But yeah, it's a Clinique makeup bag. So I'm using it as my electronics bag. And it's a hodgepodge of a mess, so I'm just gonna pull all of this out. So I've got a mini charger for my phone. I have my hard drive. I have my Apple mouse for my MacBook. And I have this, it's a dongle, but it attaches to the side of my Apple computer. It's by Saatchi. I don't know if you guys can see that. Saatchi. I will say I don't use generic items on my MacBook or my iPad or my phone. Saatchi is one of the recommended brands if you don't go with an Apple brand. So like Saatchi, Anchor, and there's another one. But anyway, I clamp this to the side and it gives me the ability to add an additional monitor, to power, USB, USB-C, and then photo. So I just use this and attach it to the side and it doesn't hang off. I have another set of wired headphones. Because again, I always have more than, I think what's missing here is my Apple Pros. I think they're on the charger. I keep USB-C, actually, yes, USB-C power cables for all of my devices to attach. So I keep enough to, if I have to like charge all three, I have the ability to do that. So I'll stick this back in my bag. And then I have an Anchor. Let's see if you guys can see that. And I love this thing because you plug it into the wall, but it gives you a USB-C and a USB. So 2 USB-Cs and a USB to plug items into. So I just do this, plug it into the wall, and I am good to go. And I'm not in class all day. I have, you know, both of my classes are, I think there's like an hour in between, so, and I always make sure all my devices are charged. All right, Lastly, is my EDC bag. It is a hodgepodge. So, and I barely got this thing closed. Okay, so I keep a hair tie, which I think I'm gonna switch this one out. I keep Tylenol, because I get really bad headaches, and also I get pains in my back and in my arms and shoulders. So anyway, I carry Tylenol, I carry Advil. They each do. If you know, you know. Let's face it, if you know, you know. Nail file. And right now I have this lip gloss. It's by Morphe called Soulmate. I like to switch these out every week into something different, but that was in there last week. Aquaphor, when you have dry lips, this is like the best stuff. And when I put on like a matte lipstick, I put this underneath it. Great. All right, then I keep a smaller bottle of hand sanitizer. You never know. I mean, like, so when you're sitting in class and you're out and about, I mean, I know I have my Touchland, but I keep this also as a backup for the just in case. I have allergies and sinuses, so I keep my nasal spray on hand, because if you know, you know. Cuticle cream, I keep that because my cuticles get dry, so I keep this on hand for my nails. And Burt's Bees is really good. So let's see, I keep Ricola. Ooh, I love me some Ricola. So I'm always trying to make sure I have at least 4 or 5 Ricolas. Man, that was horrible. Ricolas on hand, because again, I do have allergies and sinuses, and I get scratchy, sore throats. So I always make sure I carry those on hand. I have a small thing of hand cream. I'm trying to find a small one so I could keep it in here. I really don't want a large EDC bag. This is a really good size. This is, to be honest, this is actually a bag that holds cables and electronics. I just switched it out because I needed more room and this one wasn't big enough. Anyway, I also carry toothpicks. I actually got these off of Amazon. I like it because it's in the case, and you can go on Amazon and buy the refills, and it's just nice and handy. I usually do the string too, but this is just when you're out and about, I just feel like this is a little easier than taking the string and going anyway. So that's why. All right, so then I'm gonna try to pull all these out together. Actually, I'm gonna pull all these out. So in the side pouch, I keep, feather these out here. All right, well, I gotta replace some of these. All right, I keep eyeglass wipes because you know, if you wear eyeglasses, smudges and you can't see, horrible, 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 horrible. I also keep, is it still good? Yes, it is. I keep an Energizer C immune pack and a vitamin C pack in my bag. Yes, I do. I get sick really easily, so I try to do what I can if I'm out and about to. I keep flushable wipes. I'm down to 1, so I need to probably add a couple more on that. And I just keep, I mean, these are big Band-Aids, but I keep 2. I try to keep 5 at a time, but right now I have 2 on hand, so I need to replenish that. But I keep Band-Aids. I try to do different sizes because, I mean, things happen and you get cut, you can get scraped, and it's just, you have to keep rubber band, and you have to keep Band-Aids on hand. So there's a couple items in here that I'll need to replenish because I'm kind of down a bit on them. I know I packed this a little bit better than I am right now. All right, so with that, everybody, that is what is in my school bag. Let me bring these all back up. That is what is in my school bag that I carry. On Sundays, I will go through and I will replenish anything that's down. Or I might, in this case, take anything out that, like, switch out my lipsticks and stuff like that. I usually try to keep the lipsticks pretty generic as far as like browns because it's just easier and it goes with everything. But this is my bag. I love this bag. It comes in handy, it holds up, and it carries everything that I need in one fell swoop. So, oh, that was a long one. And I feel winded. Why do I feel winded? I shouldn't be winded. Anyway, thank you for coming along and seeing what is in my school bag. I'm working on my physical TBR library video. Yes, that's long, so I have to have a better plan than what I have right now. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm glad you guys took a time out of your day to watch me show you what's in my bag. And like I try to say at the end of each video, if you can find a little peace, find some peace in your day, be kind to one another, and just have a great and safe day. Bye, everybody.